Any of them savvy English?
Hey, man, who is this guy?
Alexander, meet Mr. Se-Jin Kwan, currently rated #1 in his division. The best fighter of his generation. Gentlemen, many fighters have died in the ring from such blows.
This is my dance.
Hi, James Lew. Just finished this fantastic session with Zak on $2 late fee. And we talked about fantastic stuff, things that we love, action, people getting beat up, but just for fun. And I had a great time.
If you're not watching this interview right now on YouTube or Spotify, and if you are, hit the subscribe button, you'll see my dog Fozzie in the background. She's looking at whatever's going on back there. Anyways, can't quite do the cool hand symbol that James Lew does from Big Trouble in Little China. But today, you're going to hear and see all about it in our interview that we did. James Lew is amazing. He talks about the movies that he's done with Jeff Speakman, The Perfect Weapon, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Timecop. He talks about working on Luke Cage, which he won an Emmy for, and he's going to tell you all about that and a whole lot more. James Lew is the man. It was an honor to have him on the show. We talked about so many different things in a really short period of time. So much stuff to cover in the future. But for now, you're going to get quite a bit from the man who created the hand symbol from Big Trouble in Little China and a whole lot more. He is without a doubt an amazing human being, and you're going to hear his story today. By the way, if you want to help the show, besides hitting the subscribe button wherever you're watching or listening to this, you can head on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/$2 late fee. Sign up for really cool stuff like Tales from the Video Store, Legends of the Territories, and a whole lot more. So head on over to patreon.com/$2 late fee and check us out. It's totally worth it. Okay, without further ado, let's get to James Lew. But first, let's hit our awesome intro. Boom!
Congrats! You found $2 Late Fee, the best 80s movies podcast in the world.
We revisit our favorite 80s movies.
And sometimes 90s.
And soundtracks from our youth. And then we interview our favorite people who helped make them. All in the spirit of nostalgic positivity.
Thanks for listening.
Mr. James Lew, it is an honor, privilege. I can't say enough colorful things to express my gratitude that you're here on $2 Late Fee with me. Thank you.
I'm excited, and anytime I can promote action, I'm in.
All right, sounds good, because you've had an amazing career, and it's continuing. You know, I oftentimes I want to remind listeners and guests too. It's everything you've been doing and everything you are doing that's important. It's not just the things in the past; it's the present as well, right?
And it's actually, I've been trying to finish writing a book.
Oh, cool.
It's all about how to do action, you know, the fights and all the technical stuff of putting it together.
Oh, nice. So you're working on a book right now about...
It's called Fights, Camera, Action.
Nice. And when you say you're in the middle of writing a book, how far along are you in the process?
70%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're not unfamiliar with writing books, right? You have a book on stretching, is that right?
Yeah, that wasn't really much writing. It was like, do the photos, describe the photos.
Okay.
This has been a challenge.
Can you divulge some of the challenges? What's been hard about it?
Because I'm not really a writer, you know, trained in that. So it's like I'm a white belt. And too many times I just like hit the wall, like I have nothing left.
So what advice do you give to people who are writing a book for the first time when they get frustrated?
You know what? I think you really have to love and really want to do it.
Yeah.
So that keeps you going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of put it as my destiny or something to leave. in that sense.
How long had the inception of this idea been percolating in your mind?
About 4 years. or
Okay,
so.
yeah. How close are you to finishing your book?
I'd say about 75%.
Exciting. So maybe next year?
Hopefully sooner.
Okay. Oh, cool. Oh,
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
All right. Well, this is 2025 when we're recording this, and I think about 2026, and I think about anniversaries. I think about the anniversary of Big Trouble in Little China is coming up 40 years later.
Ouch.
Sorry.
That was my first, in the sense of real big production.
Really?
Yeah, it all worked out pretty cool.
How did you get involved with the film?
Right before that, a friend of mine, this guy wanted to do a chopsocky little movie.
Okay.
So he told me, hey, you know, he had a lot of money. So he said, let's make a movie. And of course I said, yeah.
Right.
We went to Taiwan.
Was it called The Young Dragon?
Back that time, yeah.
Okay.
Something like that.
And then
yeah.
Evil Destroyer?
Something, it just kept going.
Yeah. Because a friend of the show, Chris Kavinsky, he asked, he wanted to know about that movie. But.
Oh.
A new sensational breakthrough in motion picture news. A film no one believed existed. A film held in China and never before seen is finally here. The Young Dragon. Bruce is back in his first action film at the age of 18. We repeat this dramatic development. Bruce is back in his first action film at the age of 18 as the Young Dragon. Even at this young age, his physique is fully developed, not to mention his fighting style. And here is what famous martial artists have to say about the Young Dragon. Ron Van Cleef.
The Young Dragon, great film, worth seeing.
Charles Lapantero Bonet.
The Young Dragon has the greatest cast ever.
And a great cast it is. Young Say, star in Enter the Dragon. Young Manchi, star in Chinese Connection. Plus the amazing Wong Ching and Lo Lei, stars in Five Fingers of Death. The Young Dragon. Positively, absolutely the biggest film event of the year. The star of stars. The man who became a legend in his own time. Bruce is back as the Young Dragon. Don't miss the sensational news event of the year. Don't miss the Young Dragon. Coming soon, rated R.
Yeah, so I went there, you know, kind of brand new in the sense of not knowing much. And it was hard, especially in their sense of, they would have these, I guess, the stunt team.
Yeah.
They would choreograph the stuff. I would be doing a dialogue scene, finish that, go to the set, and they say, okay, do this. It's like, hey, we're going to shoot now? So really tough.
Wow.
But in a sense, you have to step up and make it happen. So it helped me really learn how to get there fast and really figure it out. And
had you had any formal like theater training or acting training prior to that?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was really hard. And
yeah.
Some of the stuff they had me do, I can tell you one crazy thing.
Please.
It's there, so they have kind of like temple, you know how the homes and stuff like that are. So they wanted me.
Is this here in the States or is this
in Taiwan?
In Taiwan, okay, yeah.
So they wanted me to be on the ground, and what I was going to do, what happened is that I would jump, go up to the balcony
from the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what they do is reverse.
Yeah.
So I stand up there, look down, and I'm supposed to jump backwards, and you want to look like this because like you're looking up to jump.
Right.
And you're doing the reverse. So they had a pad. They put, I guess it's kind of like their bed. The bed. I
was going to say mattress, probably.
Mattress.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, not a thick one. So they put that down. Then they put paper cups over it,
Okay.
which is kind of clever,
They put paper cups over the mattress?
on the top.
Okay.
And then they put another thin layer on top of that. So
Okay.
when I jump, I'm going to land, and it kind of just, I said, I'm basically jumping on some paper cups. And you can't look down when you're falling down. You want to look, because the reverse is like you're jumping, looking up at what you're going to land up there.
Right.
So you just jump, and suddenly, oh, I guess I'm on the ground.
My God.
So yeah,
And this is your first time. So they're giving you this direction
Yeah.
on how to do this because you've never done this before.
no,
You must have been, in your mind going, what the hell am I
oh
doing?
yeah, I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. How did the scene turn out?
yeah, it worked.
Okay, good.
Yeah, yeah.
Was that the bug? Because I guess it's like a chicken before the egg. Which came first? Martial arts obviously came to you
Right.
first, but then the acting followed.
yeah.
But something tells me like you really got excited about that acting bug.
Well, also, it's the first time I got to be the good guy,
Right.
because all the other ones, being in America, you're the bad guy.
Yes. Yeah.
So everybody just beats me up, and I just go home.
So you're doing Evil Destroyer, Young Dragon. So you flew out to Taiwan for this project,
Right.
and then you come. So born and raised in
I don't
LA.
speak Chinese.
Okay,
over
oh
there.
no, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, the stunt people are telling me all this. I'm just like, I don't know what you're telling
Oh
me.
my God, that's even
Oh,
more. Adds
yeah.
a whole other twist to it.
Yeah.
You're lucky you didn't break your neck.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. So coming back to LA, you're like, okay, I can make some stuff here now.
Yeah.
Did you from that point, did you start taking acting lessons or act classes and whatnot?
Later, I kind of just went into trying to focus on doing stunts,
Okay.
and I found that they needed a lot of stuff. They needed me in scenes because they needed a guy to get beat up.
Right. Right.
And I learned is there's one good guy in a story and a bunch of bad guys. So you'll get be able to get a job.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I'll be the bad guy so I can work. Yeah.
But in Big Trouble in Little China, you're part of the good guy group.
Yeah, and that worked out. It goes with this. So coming back,
Yeah.
I had footage of all the stuff I did in Taiwan.
Okay.
And we saw a paper in that John Carpenter's going to do this movie, and they're looking for, fight coordinator and all that. Like, I said, it's worth a shot.
Right.
So we sent in all my action stuff,
Okay.
and I get a call from 20th Century Fox.
Nice.
Come in to meet John Carpenter. And I'm just like, okay. From that to driving on the lot of 20th Century Fox.
That must have been amazing.
Yeah, yeah. And going straight to the director, John Carpenter. And he loved what he saw, and he said, yeah, right that one time, he said, you're on board.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beneath San Francisco exists an ancient world. It is here that big trouble awaits Jack Burton.
Who? Jack Burton. Me. Where's Jack? Jack! Relax, I'm here.
Is this the end of Jack Burton? Or just the beginning
This gets worse, come on.
of Big Trouble in Little China? Rated PG-13. Starts Wednesday, July 2nd at a theater near you.
Were you a fan of his work up until that point, or
No.
familiar? Okay.
Because this was more horror movies, and
Right.
I didn't watch that. But I learned so much from that because I didn't know what all the different departments were.
Yeah.
So I came by this guy who was drawing these little cartoon stuff, and I said, why are you drawing stuff? What is? So he's the storyboards.
Okay. Yeah.
So I said, oh, and I told him I'm doing the fights. He said, yeah, I'll show you, stuff. And so he took me and I learned my really bad sketching, but I learned how to do the different scenes, different shots, and so I got that.
Wow, that's really cool. So you had
yeah.
an added little another feather in your cap.
Yeah, and I would draw my really bad things and give it to Carpenter. I said, okay, he always said, okay, what's the next shot? Or what's the next action? I said, bam. So he's like, hey, no, that's too much. You know, because one of them I got a guy with his mouth open, shoved it into the sidewalk, and he said, oh, too much. I said, okay, I got this other one.
There's one scene, and I'm referencing specifically the fight scene in the beginning of the movie between the Wing Kong and
Yeah, that's the big one.
Was that overall fight scene hard to choreograph?
No, I had pretty much all of it.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was all on. Tell the guys, okay, you do this.
Well, you're working with a lot of professional
yeah.
actors and stunt people and martial artists, right?
Yeah.
Were you familiar with a lot of the cast, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so a little thing. The salute that they do at the end.
Yeah, with the
hat.
Yeah.
I came up with that.
You did?
So
what?
In one of my styles is called Bak Mei Pai, white eyebrow style. So the salute, instead of this, it's here. This is fist, and you go here like this.
Okay.
So I used that, took that out, turned that this way. So it became.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. I
got this sneak mice thing in there.
That is so cool. I mean, it's iconic. It's one of the most iconic things in that film.
Well, that was way back at the Olympics when that was that salute like this.
Yeah.
So I pitched it to Carpenter. I said, because they should have this kind of relationship, because that wasn't in the script at all.
Wow, really? Okay.
Yeah. So I said, I said it's this is the Chinese thing, back and forth like this.
Yeah.
He's okay. Then I told him, and we'll do like that. Bam.
Wow.
And, yeah.
My mind is blown right now. That's amazing.
And it was cool later on the streets, and people see me, and they go like this.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, because it's a universal way of there's a big cult movie called Megaforce from the 80s with Barry Bostwick, and it's directed by Hal Needham. It's a big action event type film. A lot of set pieces, right? And one of the infamous kind of signals they have to each other, well, the male lead and the female lead, is they thumb kiss, and then they show their thumb at the person, and it's so cheesy, but it's become this cult funny thing, right?
Yeah.
So, but I would do that for my son, but this symbol was like, that is cool. That's badass. When you do that to somebody, like, you're showing respect.
Yeah.
Wow.
That team thing.
Yeah. And I feel like Big Trouble in Little China is a film that has stayed the test of time. It's a true classic. Mm-hmm. I think because of the buffoonery of the white guy, I've equated it to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh,
yes. It's like a 80s version of Guardians of the Galaxy, because you got this idiot and Chris, Pratt in Guardians, just like Jack Bird and Kurt Russell. It turns out they play father and son in the sequel, but it's the same kind of idea. He's got all these people around him that are supporting him who are the true heroes. Right. I mean, Jack is, he's a bumbling idiot, which is great. It's so one ahead of its time, one of a kind.
And he was absolutely one of the best actors I got to work with.
Oh, that's great.
Really nice, really talented. Halloween, we're working Halloween. So Godihan and the kids came on set. It was so cool, and it's like a family thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Really nice.
That's awesome. Well, I've seen that movie well over 20, 30 times, showed it to my son a couple times, and he loves it even more. I said this to him. I said, every time you watch this type of film, this is how you know a film is good.
Right.
Because when you watch it again, you enjoy it even more. So, and you are integral to the whole film. I mean, you've got a great line. You've got that one great line where you're like, who the hell is this guy? It's so great.
Because he's just talking smack. Like, what the?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I remember your presence on screen was so impactful to me because I was like, who is this guy? This guy looks really cool, you know? I was a fan of G.I. Joe back in the day, you know?
Yes.
I was a kid. I was like 10 or 11 years old, and I had all the figures. And there was a character named Quick Kick, and he was like the martial art guy, you know, in G.I. Joe. And I'm like, that looks like the guy from G.I. Joe. It's Quick Kick. So whenever I would recreate that, I'm like, I would use Quick Kick from G.I. Joe as your character. So there
Nice. Thank you.
So making that movie 40 years later, that was a question that came up with a bunch of fans. One being my good friend Grace, and another friend. He goes by 80s dude, but just any sort of. I mean, you gave those thoughts about Big Trouble in Little China. Did you shoot it all here in Los Angeles?
Yeah, 20th Century Fox.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that doubled as San Francisco then.
Yeah. They shot one exterior in San Fran, the street. But yeah, everything.
Wow, all on
the
set,
lot.
pretty much. Yeah.
It's so they built, the whole alleyway was all completely on set. Yeah, everything was great.
That's amazing. So you are using your reel basically from Taiwan, the work you did there as your calling card.
Yeah.
And
that's all I had.
Right. But then this even propels you even more.
Yeah.
Huge studio budget film, blockbuster basically.
But Carpenter was not happy because when they went, I guess, open it up and all it was kind of crushed down because there's the new guy took over the Fox.
Oh, for Fox?
Yeah. And since he was new, he had his movie. He didn't really put the money and push Big Trouble. So Carpenter was just pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it did better once it came out on video. And
Yeah, he didn't really put the money in for it. So
this is what I've heard about this guy at Fox, because I had another guest on earlier many years ago named Ari Gross, who had a movie that he made. Same deal happened.
Yeah.
I'm like, why did that movie, it was such a good movie? And he's like, well, it got shelved because the new guy came in and he wanted to push his own stuff.
Yep.
Wow.
It's got to look good.
Was that eye-opening to you when you started realizing all these little things?
Yeah, the business part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that why, in some ways, was the appeal always to be doing stunts primarily?
Yeah, because I just have, it's like being a kid.
Yeah.
Going out and, shooting guns and stuff and falling down. Yeah, so, but I thought also it was important, because I think it's the same, even though you're a stunt person,
you're
still acting.
Right.
Because you still have to have something going on here that you have to kill the bad guy, or you are the bad guy.
Yeah.
So you are acting.
Yeah, you have to stay in character.
Yeah.
I had a great acting teacher, Richard Horowitz. He's a voice actor, screen actor as well, tremendous voice actor. And he said, put yourself in the mindset of when you're a kid and you're playing with your toys, or you're being Superman or Luke Skywalker. You may look in the mirror and see yourself, but you never leave that character. That character stays with you when you're playing, right? Yeah. And so in that moment of play, that's the best place to be when you're acting, right? Is in that playful attitude.
Yeah, you're not thinking like, I have to act like this. No, just do it.
Yeah, yeah.
My the second acting coach is Harry Master George.
Okay.
And his whole thing was like, you're a kid. You just go do the stuff.
Right.
You don't have to work it out, think it. Suddenly you're just shooting guys or that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Bam. You don't have to get, let me get ready.
Yeah. When you're a kid, when you're being the sheriff.
Yeah.
You don't suddenly stop and go, wait, would the sheriff do that?
Yeah.
You just go.
Yeah. Or if you're the bad guy, I'm going to just kick ass here.
Right. Do you like playing the bad guy in movies? You've played a lot of bad guys.
There's more work for the bad guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially like being an Asian. Usually is maybe once in a while there's a good Asian guy, but there was more money being the bad guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I will say, because you and I met a few months ago at a place called Grindhouse LA, which is a great dojo studio here in Los Angeles.
It's impressive.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
And they did a whole presentation for Best of the Best.
Mm-hmm.
You and Simon Rhee and Philip Rhee,
Right.
and a bunch of other great actors and people behind the camera.
When the East meets the West, when 5 American Mavericks take on the best of the East in a no-holds-barred grudge match, expect the wildest kind of action to break loose. Eric Roberts is the American fighter, James Earl Jones is the coach, and Philip Rhee is the Korean-born master of martial arts, whose courage may yet snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. When the East meets the West, there can only be one best of the best.
Starts Friday at a Cineplex Odeon theater near you.
I might have said it to you there, but I'll say it again. Best of the Best was one of the first times outside of Bruce Lee where I saw Asian representation on screen.
Yes.
That wasn't a stereotype,
Yeah.
and it wasn't, a villain.
Yeah, you think of it, it really wasn't, even though my buddy Simon is kind of the bad guy, but
Yeah.
he's not a bad guy.
No, everybody,
Yeah.
the villains are not villains.
Yeah,
They're athletes
yeah,
competing.
right.
So as Sejin Kwan, you're not, a jerk.
Yeah.
You want to win.
Yeah, for your country.
Right.
In a sense, yeah.
With making that film, was that a good experience overall? Making Best of the Best?
I've known them for way back, from all the time. So it was great being with your friends.
Yeah.
Doing a movie. And we got to go to Korea.
I was going to say, when you shot those scenes, the training sequences.
In the snow. There's the one that we're in this kind of like a little lake. It was ice cold. It was snowing. Wow. And yeah, they're like, I forgot who was next to me.
Yeah. We're
there doing our thing. I just hear, and he just drops. I guess it's, just cramped up.
Oh, no.
And I said, it was going under.
Wow.
It was cold.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Saved
it was
his
like
life.
a knife going in.
Wow. My father is a former Navy SEAL, and he spoke to me about Hell Week, because he said Hell Week was more intense than the actual anything outside of that. He told me a story one time of being in Virginia during training, and it was in the middle of winter, and being in the water basically overnight, and having to just basically sleep on the rocks while their master's chief is in a Jeep drinking coffee. And he says to everybody who's training, I'll be in the Jeep. If you guys want some hot coffee, just join me. Basically, his signal is say, if you want to tap out, you want to quit.
Oh.
And one by one, my dad saw all these guys dropping like flies, leaving the water, going up to the Jeep, and then they were done. And he stayed, him and maybe 4 or 5 other guys stayed all night. But you talk about those training sequences, and again, you're playing.
Yeah.
But you're playing really hard.
Yeah.
So it felt like you guys, another thing I loved about Best of the Best was the actual competition felt authentic. It felt like you guys were really connecting when you were fighting each other.
Yeah.
Were you? Was that pretty intense?
Just for the scene.
Yeah. Because you're working across Eric Roberts, who had familiarity, but he's an Academy Award nominated actor, and
oh yeah, great actor.
So you didn't want to break his nose or anything like that, or his shoulder, I guess.
No. And I worked on this one move that's never been done.
Really?
I just because Philip wanted me to just do the axe kick on him, and that's where he does, pop it.
Yeah, right.
Then I started working on something a little bigger, and I actually got it. It was a jump, spin, axe kick.
Wow.
Because I got to go up in this and then down. Philip, you're going to love this. Watch this. Can I do it on Eric? And he looks like, I don't know why. He said, no, don't do that. It's like, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Never seen before. Yeah. Eric was good to work with. And he's not, that's not his life.
No.
Martial arts. So
No.
he had to bring it up.
Right. Right. I mean, he's an accomplished actor who's worked with, variously talented directors like Bob Fosse, for example.
Great actor.
And then he's going to make a martial art film. But I know for a fact that tends to be people's favorite film from his career. So many people, and Best of the Best is one of those movies that has stayed the test of time as well because of the themes and also the authenticity, right? Yeah. And you're an integral part to that film. You are the reason, you're the catalyst for so much that goes on in there, which is fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic. I have a question, and I'll do these questions throughout the interview if it comes up, but Andrew is a friend of the show, Andrew Babcock, and a fan, and he wants to know about the gym fight that you did with Jeff Speakman in The Perfect Weapon.
He looks like anyone else you'd pass on the street.
Give me your money now.
Except, no problem. He has a slight attitude.
Hey, Terminator, those guys are golden fists. You're a dead man.
He has no gun. No fear. No equal. No problem. Jeff Speakman is the perfect weapon. Rated R. Starts Friday, March 15th at theaters everywhere.
We had Jeff Speakman on years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he talked about it a little bit from his perspective. I'd like to get your perspective on that scene.
I was like fresh meat. He was the tenderizer. And I guess at that point, he was still kind of new into movie fights. I mean, he was a fantastic, real deal fighter. So I think he wasn't able to really hold it down a little bit or pull back.
Oh, no, really?
It was like full contact.
Wow.
I just tried to stay in there because I even asked the stunt coordinator, say, because he's really hitting me and like this. Do you want to make it realistic? And then I really hit him too. He said, "No, don't do that. Don't do that." That's
wow.
But he hit me this the one time straight in, right on my sternum, right center, and I just went, oh. I felt like I couldn't even straighten up, and I told him, I said, I got to take a break. Let me just get straightened up a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah. But he's good. I mean, he's really talented.
Well, his style is Kempo karate,
yes.
right? And that was the style that I trained in for a number of years back in the day. And
Ed Parker.
Yeah, Ed Parker.
Killer Ed Parker.
Did you? How many different styles do you know of martial arts?
I started with just the regular 5 animal style.
Okay.
Which is kind of like the traditional kung fu. The one I like it's called white eyebrow style.
Okay.
And
that's where you got the hand signal from Big Trouble. Yeah.
So supposedly the master had white eyebrows, so they had, hey, let's call it right, white eyebrow.
Oh, it's so original.
Yeah.
But it can kick your ass.
Yeah, I like that. There's a touch of Wing Chun in it because there's moving like this and there's here. So in that sense, it has that part, but it had jump kicks, high kicks, which is totally not Wing Chun.
Yeah.
So I really like that style.
How many years did you train in that style?
It was about 3
years. When did you start?
God.
I know it's rolling it back a little bit, but
kind of late junior high, because I know I had to take the bus because I couldn't drive or didn't have a car.
Yeah. Wow. So here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, in Chinatown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
My best friend Curtis Wong.
Yeah. So
he decided. Well, first we opened up our little kung fu school, and then he said he's always thinking about stuff. So I'm going to make our uniforms so we can sell the uniforms, make money on that. So he did that.
That's great.
Then we had all these uniforms. He said, came up with I'm going to open up a kung fu magazine. So that Inside Kung Fu is what came out of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So now he had basically a catalog.
Yeah.
to sell stuff.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that's where I was ordering my claws from and boots and
yeah. And we grew up, I mean, somehow as a kid, we moved 121st Street, and he was beyond my next door neighbor. My room was here. He's basically, his room was across.
Oh, really?
And he's like in that sense, a big brother.
Yeah, yeah.
So and also Doug Wong is his friend, and they're both like big chunky dudes.
Okay.
So and I was pretty thin.
Okay.
So we would put a big old blanket out on the grass and start playing around like wrestling, and I get these big dudes doing the splash on me. But we all started learning, martial arts and stuff like that. So,
Inside Kung Fu, that's a trip. So your friend helped started it.
Yeah.
Did you contribute to like articles or whatnot or anything like that?
Yeah, kind of helped with that. But the great thing is, many times I'm kind of like the dummy.
Yeah.
For whatever master comes through.
Okay.
So I got to touch hands with, all the absolute badasses. Joe Louis.
Yeah, yeah.
Every time he would come by the office trying to, hustle stuff, and I beg him every time, because supposedly he knew the 1-inch punch that he learned from Bruce Lee.
Okay.
And every time I said, just show me, just do it. He said, no, I ain't doing it. After so many times, he said, all right, hold this pad. And we're in the office, and he said, I'm not going to really hit, but I'm going to give it to you. I felt like I got hit by a car. I went, boom.
Oh.
I crashed into a closet and everything. And he said, oh, man, I didn't want to do that much. But it was fun.
Well.
Because Joe Louis is pretty much a badass.
Really?
Yeah. He did a couple movies.
Yeah.
Good looking, really built.
Yeah.
But he's a really good fighter.
Who would you say, when you talk about badasses, who would you say are some of your like legit badasses that you worked with?
Well, most of them are actors, so
right.
Yeah.
So basically you're saying you're the badass, they're the actor. No, I'm kidding. I'm putting words in your mouth. but you've come up with like some really cool stunts in movies, and from hand symbols in Big Trouble, and obviously Perfect Weapon, getting a meat grinder, but like you were saying with the move against Eric Roberts in Best of the Best, you shared at LA Comic-Con. Our good friend Jonathan London had a panel, and you came on and talked a little bit about how in the movie Timecop with Jean-Claude Van Damme, you're the one that suggested doing the splits, right?
Yeah, because that was his thing.
Yeah.
At that time, splits, like, let's make it make sense, because you have to split to
right.
Get the hell out of there. But the stunt coordinator told me, like, hey, go put together something, and then we're gonna come in with director and then show them. And I told him I'm gonna do the split thing. He said, yeah, if you show with everybody there, Jean-Claude is there, he's gonna have to say, like, yeah, I could do that.
It's like the cockiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did it, and to me it made sense for him to do that, and he can really showcase something cool,
right? But
also being clever. So that the director loved these. Oh yeah, this is, and they show that all the time for the trailer.
It is one of the more iconic scenes from that film.
Yeah.
Time travel. A machine with one purpose.
Is this the hottest thing or what?
A man with one ambition.
He's gonna be president.
You don't need the press. You don't even need the truth. You need money.
A cop with one regret.
There's a chance she's still alive. Will you get him? This one is mine.
On September 16th, he has one last chance to change history. Jean-Claude Van Damme, Timecop, rated R. Starts Friday, September 16th at theaters everywhere.
Yeah, so we're there. Jean-Claude is there with the whole cast, and and then I do that, shoom, and then he just can't get out of that. Like, he did it. How come you can't do that? So he was kind of forced in to have to do that. But I mean, people love that part of him.
Yeah,
doing that.
Yeah, and it's become his trademark.
Yeah.
So, thanks to movies like Bloodsport, but obviously Timecop too,
Yeah.
which I would say Timecop was more of his maybe his biggest mainstream success.
Yeah, it's more like a real movie.
Right.
In a sense, yeah. In the script, it says there's a knife fight.
Okay.
And Jean-Claude, he told me, I don't do knife. I don't know how to. I said, you're fighting me. I said, I'm making it really, really, close your eyes. I said, you just have to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I would just go around all the way this. You'll see it. And you can close your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I just go around it. And yeah, he was happy. He's like, oh, good.
He was relieved probably more than anything else.
Just 3 moves. That's all. Same thing. Just do that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
What did you enjoy working with him overall?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Because you've worked with, a lot of big name people, obviously. Worked with Steven Seagal quite a few times, and Under Siege, and On Deadly Ground, I believe. And
yeah, he likes to contact a little bit. And he's a big guy.
Okay.
So this guy's just coming down on you. It's like, oh.
It's like back in the day getting body splashed by your friends when you were Kung Fu Magazine.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Insider. I have to ask you. So Corey Stevenson, who's a friend of the show and friend of mine, we do a podcast called Podcasting After Dark, where we do more cult-based movies. So he's a big fan of Andy Sedaris. And he said you did a couple Andy Sedaris films.
Oh, yes.
He said, what was it like working on guns in Savage Beach? Savage Beach.
Well, you have to, all day long, you have to see these women in bikinis, and that just gets old.
For those that don't know, Andy Sedaris he's made a lot of movies that feature really good looking guys and really good looking women. Typically the women come from Playboy magazine, and other various lifestyles. Anyways,
but you knew he was just having fun, and
it looks
like
fun. You guys, because you shoot in these really great locations, right?
Yeah.
So you're basically getting a vacation out of it too.
It's like I'm at work and looking at all these all day long.
I'm sure that was an experience.
Yeah.
Was Andy Sedaris, was he an interesting guy, a colorful guy?
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah, he was like a happy person. Yeah, it was good.
You look at that, and I as a kid, as a teenager, watching those movies, and then as a young adult, and going, man, this guy must have unlimited income. He's making these crazy movies, and they're just getting bigger and bigger, and in many ways. So
there's money and hot babes, and and action.
Right. That's the thing, you've worked on so many projects, and when you and I were talking offline before we were doing this interview, you said there were a couple projects that you really enjoyed working on and which were really fun, and one of them was Hot Shots Part 2 with Charlie Sheen.
Do it on a plane. Do it in a bed. Just keep doing it and doing it and Hot Shots Part 2, rated PG-13. Now playing at theaters everywhere.
Talk a little bit about that, please.
I mean, it's so stupid that it's so fun.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
it was over the top. The second one was even more over the top than the first.
But I went in to meet the director to see if he would want me in there.
Okay.
Thing. And the guy said, "Yeah, you're going to." I think it was 3 weeks. He said, "Yeah, you're going to be shooting 3 weeks. You're going to be wearing this little thing." I said, "What?" I mean, I have to get shredded quick.
Right.
So I actually hired a professional bodybuilder trainer.
You did? Okay.
Because I said, I can't push myself
right
that hard in this short a time.
How many weeks did you say you had?
It's about 3.
3 weeks to prepare to look that way in the movie because you are cut.
Yeah, it was hard.
It's a recreation of what is it, Rambo 3? I think.
Yeah, it was a spoof on.
Yeah,
yeah.
Which it's probably my favorite scene in that movie.
I love spoofs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was just pumping iron, but I think one of the things that the trainer did, we go to the high school to track.
Okay.
He said, okay, you're going to sprint the straights, walk the curve. And I mean sprint like one of those stupid, like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Is that like 110 yards, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
how many
that's what the shredded.
Really?
Yeah.
So sprint the straights, walk the curves.
Yeah.
How many times?
It was at least 3 to 4.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
But wow, I think that made the difference of getting shredded.
Oh God.
You know, but that curve came in really slow.
You're like,
and then suddenly the straight came in again. Like, oh man.
I used to run track in high school, and I remember I was really good at the straights, right, the 110. But then the coach says, "Well, we need someone to do the 440," and I'm like, "I can't do that." And they're like, "Well, you're going to." I go, "But I can't." The first time I did it, I totally threw up right after I was done because I was like, "This is too intense."
Yeah.
He's like, "You're not supposed to run the whole thing." I'm like, "You didn't tell me that." But that is intense. So
intense.
You got 3 weeks to get that way. Look, people work their whole lives. You know, I don't know if you know who Diamond Dallas Page is. He's a professional wrestler, but he created a yoga program called DDP Yoga.
Okay.
And he basically incorporates, in Santa Monica, there was a style called power yoga, which is more strength-based. And it incorporates a little bit of P90X. I don't know if you're familiar with that back in the day. And like Pilates with yoga.
Okay.
And it was, zero cardio, but you're able to get really cut fast with doing these movements, 5-second push-ups where you come down slowly, hold it, and come back up. I'm obsessed with it. I've been doing it for over 15 years now. But I think about the cardio aspect of like getting in shape like that. And I think, wow, that is intense.
But also what you eat.
Right.
I was on steak.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. No carbs though, probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No bread.
Carbs. No. Yeah, it was all eggs, steak. That's
wow. Wow. We had Richard Chavez on a couple of years ago to talk about making the movie Predator. And he was training with Arnold Schwarzenegger at the Gold Gym here in Venice. And he wasn't a guy who was ripped. He didn't look like Carl Weathers or not even Jesse Ventura, and talking about the training process to get like that for Predator and the expectations, right? But then you go to Hot Shots Part 2, which is a parody, which is comedy, but they still want you to look good.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think, the more realistic you try, it makes it funnier.
Oh, yeah. And Charlie Sheen was in great shape for that, too.
I loved working. We had a great time.
Really? He looks like quite a character.
Like a month later, I saw him walking on Beverly Hills.
Okay.
And he happened to be walking across the street, and I hear, "Hey, anytime, anywhere." And I'm like, what the come on. This is Beverly Hills. Like, what the hell?
That's hilarious.
Oh, he's funny.
So I encourage people to go watch that movie again because it holds up really well.
Yeah.
And it was another 20th Century Fox movie. So you're back on the lot. And did you shoot that on the lot, or was that okay?
Yeah, they built the whole thing in there.
Oh, great.
It was tiring.
Yeah, I bet. How many days probably don't remember, but like shooting that sequence, that scene, was it, you say it was tiring, was it multiple takes or whatnot?
Yeah.
And did you choreograph that scene?
I think I had my input,
okay,
but not the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
at that point, I was still kind of new and as a coordinator.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to push too much.
Okay.
But always throw, hey, I can do this.
Well, I mean, based on just a couple of the things you pointed out already, you seem to, have a way with encouraging something to happen in the scene that enhances it.
Yeah.
And that's a great skill to have.
Yeah.
Another question someone has is about the film Showdown in Little Tokyo.
Ooh.
For over 400 years, they have terrorized the streets of Japan. Now they want to control the city of Los Angeles, an organized crime family determined to leave its mark in blood. Dolph Lundgren and Brandon Lee. They're two LA cops who are hungry for a little takeout. Showdown in Little Tokyo, rated R.
Starts Friday, September 20th at a theater near you.
Our friend Ron Raymundo, he asks about the fall you took from Brandon Lee. And
when he sweeps me.
Yes.
Everybody thought I broke my back.
Okay.
That they were there, like, whoa. Which I don't like to break my back.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
You can barely see it, but as I'm going down, and I know where the water was, I arched up a little bit here.
Okay.
So it's away from the edge. I mean, it's just, and my back hits the water. That kind of gives me that bang. Oof. And I didn't feel a thing.
Wow. Wow.
But
really?
it looked like, because it's like bent like that.
That's impressive.
Well, I don't like to get hurt.
No, but I think about, we have a mutual friend and obviously Jonathan London, but his brother Paul
yeah.
London, who's a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
And he, take these wrestlers, they take these falls really hard on concrete, whatnot. But there was a technique. There's a proper technique to do what you did so you didn't break your back.
Yeah.
Wow. And that's not the first time you worked with Brandon as well, Brandon Lee.
Yeah.
Rapid Fire was the other one.
Yeah.
Do you have any memories of working with Brandon that stand out to you?
Oh, he's great.
Okay.
Really nice, really respectful. He was really dedicated and working hard at it. I had to double, this was another first, man. I doubled Kerry Tagawa.
Yeah.
He gets thrown into something that it's just standing there.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to throw, you turn, and there's either a spear, so you get stuck in there.
Yeah, it's like at a street fair, I believe. Right?
Yeah, out there. And so I'm supposed to double because Kerry's the actor in it.
Right. He plays the villain in Showdown in Little Tokyo.
And my favorite stunt coordinator, Terry Leonard.
Okay.
That's the legend, Terry. Indiana Jones, he's the one under the stagecoach. You see him under.
Really?
I mean, Terry Leonard is the shit.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, cowboy. And he told me and it was the first time I've never done an air ram.
Okay.
At that point.
What's an air ram?
It's got this little thing here, like a little spring.
Okay.
It's on a board. So when you step on it, it can either be on your own little push.
Okay.
It goes.
Oh, it propels you.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But you got to get on the right. If it goes in your knees bent, it'll be up in your mouth.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I mean, it shoots you. Whew. So you got to have kind of straight.
Yeah.
To get it and go.
Wow.
So they told me, okay, we'll go train real quick. And I said, all right. So we did it. And it went into like midnight, like way late.
Okay.
And I'm just waiting. It's okay, you're up. So I had to be, it's further in here. It's further in that door.
Okay.
So you land, as soon as I go, I have to turn your back, so your back lands into there, because it's supposed to be stuck in the, whatever that little wall thing was.
Yeah.
So, and also, you wanted me, there's a lip on the bottom. As soon as you land, you want to get your feet there, because they want you stuck in there.
Wow.
So you can't bounce off.
Yeah.
So I said, wow, that's a lot on my first time. I said, I just want to land.
Right.
Usually you go into like a pad when you do those things.
It almost sounds like dance moves, practicing for a routine.
Yeah, just
so many steps.
And you got to not overturn. You got to get that back.
Yeah.
So I did it, got it on the first try, and Terry Leonard was like, God damn, like a cowboy. Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's great.
But yeah, I was like, ooh. And people thought, could you slam into it? But, I mean, you just put your back in there.
Right.
I mean, if I slam like that, I'm going to... So that's kind of things I have to figure out and learn because I don't like to get hurt.
Well, it's remarkable, though, that you have withstood so much over the decades and done so many crazy things, I don't
know. My neck is... You think of how many times I've snapped my neck like this for... This could have ended my career.
Okay.
On Get Smart, which was so much fun.
The movie, right? Yeah.
I think you have underestimated the element of surprise!
This summer, get ready for action. Get ready for adventure. Get ready for excitement.
There's a knife in my pocket! That's not my knife! That's not...
On June 20th, get ready to get smart.
What good hang time, huh?
Rated PG-13. Starts June 20th.
With Steve Carell,
Steve Carell, so funny.
Really?
So nice.
That's great.
Oh, there's another story with that. In the beginning of the movie, they go up in that high balloon with Anne Hathaway, and they're trapping that big monster guy's up there.
Yeah.
And so she decides to give him a kiss, like, that he lets go. Oh,
yeah.
And he falls into a farm thing. Big old dude. God, he was the biggest person I've ever seen. So that to me was like, oh, that's a cool setup. So the end was they're on the SUV.
Okay.
And The Rock is on top of our guy.
Oh, Steve Carell.
Steve Carell.
Yeah.
He's got him like this, and he's going to choke him. And so I said, I told the director first, like, you might fire me for this, but what do you think of this? So if Steve Carell just grabs a rock on him, because he can't get him off, grabs him and kisses him. And he's going to go like this. So like, what the?
Yeah.
And the director, oh, shit. Because it's comedy.
Yeah,
This one was comedy.
Right.
He said, okay, we have to pass by the rock. He said, oh, shit. And he went off for it. He said, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So on the day, because they put a little side thing for me to be on the side on the car.
Okay.
The big old SUV. Just to watch, make sure they're doing. So they go, action. You do this. And Carell just grabs him. And they're just like kissing.
Full on,
and I hear the Rock go, I was laughing.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, to me it's comedy.
Yeah. But you got to, I mean,
like he's there's no way he's going to out muscle him.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's like you got to think.
That's great. I do want to segue into, you're directing these scenes, you're choreographing these scenes, these stunts. You won an Emmy. You won an Emmy for Luke Cage, which if you're not watching the video, if you're listening to this, go to our YouTube channel or watch it on Spotify, because you can do that now, and hit the subscribe button while you're at it. But you have an Emmy on our table here that you won from Luke Cage.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is beautiful.
It's heavy. Have you?
Yeah. So James let me pick it up earlier. It definitely weighs at least 5 or 6 pounds, at least, maybe more, maybe 10, right? You won an Emmy for your work on Luke Cage.
Stunt coordinator.
Something you're very proud of, and as you should be. again, flashback to LA Comic-Con earlier this year. Mike Coulter was there, star of Luke Cage.
Yeah.
You brought the Emmy to show him. Right?
Well, because I haven't seen him for so long. And I never got to show him.
And Luke Cage was one of those shows. I love Luke Cage. I thought it was a great series. Iron Fist, again, was the counterpart to it, right? Because the two work together. I always love that duo in comic books.
Yeah.
But Luke Cage is a fun show. Yeah. Really fun show. And obviously, you're integral in why it's so good.
Well, also, Mike Coulter, he's just a really down-to-earth guy.
Okay.
He's a giant.
He's a big dude. Yeah, you have some photos on your personal social media pages, and I'm like, dang, that guy is big.
Yeah, I think I put something because he's doing this selfies.
Yeah.
Of all people, he's the best. That arm is like a leg.
Yeah, it's the extension.
So it's like
it's an extension. It's really funny.
Yeah, it was, and Ursula, such a good actor. But, the script was up on the roof that he's supposed to throw this guy down.
Right.
And I came up with this thing. I said, because they didn't want to do a stunt guy getting, then you need a giant airbag. It's up high. So they said, wow, let's just forget about that. That's cost too much because, New York, it's to do something like that is really expensive.
So you shot the series in New York then?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So I tested what if we did, because it's a cheat, because he brings them towards, here's the edge, and there's goodbye.
Of the building, yeah.
So the shot is for him to go here, the guy ducks down, he lets go, the guy ducks down there, he continues to move like that.
Wow.
And then, because it's just one of these, and then the shot is the camera's moving, and it looks down, straight down.
Yeah.
So at the same time, I have a little scaffold on the street. So the stunt double of the guy that's thrown, I have him jumping off and just landing maybe 12 feet.
Okay.
Onto oh God. So the right timing is shoom. You see this guy, you see him down, you see this, and you see the guy. Poof. So it's all in one shot. So.
Wow.
And nobody got hurt.
And
and it cost nothing, basically. That to me is like, I love that because now I have to think, how can I make something that's cheap, that works, that, all that stuff, and time-wise.
Yeah. There's a lot of factors. It's not just what is going on in the scene, but all the components that build up to it.
Yeah.
Well, do you do a lot of research, like watching old clips? How do you come up with the scenes, the fights, or the sequences?
I think I've seen enough now that, I don't really go look at other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will tell you, and sadly he's no longer with us. Rest in peace to Richard Norton, who was a good friend who actually he stayed at my house for several days back in a few years ago. Very, very sad.
We saw him. It's like a week before. He's training people at in the valley.
Yeah.
Shit, I have photo we all had together with him and the last time.
Yeah, he
really, really good guy.
Really good guy. I will say, I have, sometimes they say don't meet your heroes because they might not live up to your expectations. He's one that you can, and he will, and he did.
Yeah.
He and his wife, Judy, just salt of the earth, as people say.
Yeah.
Yet, funny little story, he was in town on his way to shoot Suicide Squad 2, and he was on his from Australia to LA to Atlanta, right? And he had just done an interview with me, one of my first interviews I ever did on the show. And I said, well, if you're ever in town, let me take you out to lunch. So he says, well, I'm in town. Let's go out, go get something in Hollywood, So we go to Hollywood. He and his wife, Judy, my buddy Dustin, our co-host. And while they're there, Judy goes, do you know of any good B&Bs to stay at or Airbnbs? And I go, well, we have a loft in our place here in Santa Monica. She's like, oh, you have a loft? I said, yeah, it's got its own private bathroom and deck, balcony. She's like, could we stay with you? And I call my wife up and I said, can Richard Norton and his wife stay with us? She goes, who is this? I go, it's my hero. And she goes, do you trust him? I go, yeah, I think so. So anyways, it was only supposed to be for 1 day, but their flight got delayed. So it ended up being for 6 days. And over the course of those 6 days, we got to know each other really well.
Oh, cool.
And I come home one day, I was working, and I come home one day, and Richard's teaching my son Bodie, who was 5 at the time, how to fight with a sword, you know. And I literally walk in the front door and I hear, this is how you cut a man, you know. It was amazing.
He loves it.
Anyways, it was just one of those moments. But he would, at night, when they would get ready for bed, he'd be watching old fight scenes, you know, because he was in the middle of choreographing Suicide Squad 2.
Oh, that's right.
And which he was very proud of, as he should be.
Great.
You know, even John Cena says, I don't know how to fight. You taught me how to fight, you know. And it was one of those moments where I said, this guy, just like you, James, you know, you're on screen and you have so many memorable performances that we love and we cherish. But what you're doing also behind the scenes is equally important and vital to these moments that are iconic, you know, where people go, wow, my favorite scene in that movie was where the guy does the thing. Well, think about the people behind the camera that were making that magic work.
Yeah.
And you made that magic work in what you did in Luke Cage, what you've done in so many, Get Smart, you know, from the list goes on. Like the laundry list of the projects you've worked on is amazing.
Thank you.
And yeah, it's sincerely, and it is an honor to have you on the show to talk about all these things. I mean, we could spend another 2, 3, 4 more hours to do that.
We got stuff.
Right. There's so much stuff. In fact, James brought really cool props. So what I might do is in fact, if you go to our YouTube again, there's a sword on the table
that he made. Brad Pitt's sweat right there.
So he has a sword that for the movie Troy, you trained Brad Pitt to fight for that, right? And
before he left for, they didn't take me there. I said, what?
How dare they?
I know. It was great. I love the movie.
Troy's great.
Wow.
It's very, and
the sword stuff was really good.
Yes, and what he did with Eric Bana, and there was a fabled story behind that, but you were given a sword. I'll just really quickly start to tie this into the wrap up. You brought a sword, and the original sword was plastic, right?
Or really flimsy. Yeah.
So you had
for
a sword.
For a big budget movie. So you went to the toy store and got this thing?
Right.
Yeah.
They didn't. So you had your own sword made, right?
Aircraft aluminum.
This thing, I picked it up. It looks heavy, but then you pick it up and it weighs a pound or two.
Look, this is banging too. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it makes a great sound when you. James will not use that on me. I promise you. Don't worry. Some people listening might go, no, do it now. It is beautiful.
One of the things I had him do was it's kind of like run.
Yeah.
And toss it, spin it. And as it comes down this way, catch it. And he cuts. Wow. That kind of stuff.
That's so cool.
Yeah. It was really fun working with him.
I got to ask you, I get the sense that you are also a fan of films as well. Are there any action movies that stand out to you that you're like, oh, that's such a great action movie from any decade or any time period?
I just saw the new Jackie Chan movie.
Okay.
It's his best action so far.
Really?
The director really shot it really well.
Oh, cool.
It's actually really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
And you know, it's also as good. He's getting more, I guess, open to get acting into his things now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's a great actor.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And oftentimes that gets overlooked because of what you can do on the physical side of it.
Yeah.
Right? He was really good in the Karate Kid movie that came out last year.
I thought it was pretty decent. Seen it yet.
It's pretty good. It's a nice take on it's a nice modernization of the franchise, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
I want to, as we wrap up, I want to reiterate and say it again. What an honor this is to have you on the show.
Oh, my honor.
You know, it's oftentimes, I kid you not, it's been many years that I've been saying, I need to get James Lew on the show. How is this going to happen? We have a mutual friend in Tammy that, and I'm sure she'll appreciate the shout out, that she was like, no, you should go on Zak's show. It'll be fun, you know? And I hope you had a good time on the show.
Oh, absolutely. This is our life.
Right.
It's great.
Well, my goal here is when Fights Camera Action comes out, come back on the show, talk about the book, you know, get the word out so people go and buy it and make that happen.
Yeah.
You know, like I said in the onset of this, there are so many memories of films that we loved, but there are also so many things going on presently that we must appreciate too.
Yeah.
And everything you've done then, now, and in the future, very excited about.
Okay.
Thank you so much, James, for being on the show.
My absolute pleasure.
Oh, listen, I just wanted to say goodbye and remind you that the good guys always win, even in the 80s.